Good day. It is January 6th, Wednesday. We're going to be starting the Lesson 4, Unit 2, Chapter 2 for the Let 2 classes. This is on career considerations. You had your speeches done before Christmas. I think there's one or two of you never did submit the video of that. You're supposed to do a speech, 3 to 5 minute speech on something, and I recommended just doing your current event that you did for the grading period, and present that, give all the background data, give the reference, and record yourself showing where that took place, and give us the relevance, all that good stuff. Yeah, that was pretty straightforward. So anyway, career considerations moving forward. You guys are at the point where you're starting to think about what next. You're in the chapter of your life where you're going through high school, for better or worse, with all its extra little plot twists that we're having right now with pandemic and all that. But eventually the pandemic will get past that, and you'll continue with school in the meantime, and eventually you will graduate, either next year or year after. So, okay. Let's get going with the presentation portion here. You do have a portion of the book, so let's jump to your teams. Go to your particular class period, go to the Files tab, and then you go down here, and then there's Unit 2, Chapter 2, Lesson 4, Career Considerations. Bunch of materials there. I do, well, it's a lot. I'm not going to apologize for that. It's there to help you, if it'll pull up here. But it is about 12 different items. Some of that is the videos, some of the exercises and supporting things that'll go with the lesson between today and tomorrow. And then the modified, well, there's extra things on the cyber module. There's some extra information there. And the student learning plan. But we'll go through that stuff with the presentation, which I'll do that now. Okay. So back to that. Start thinking about what is it that you want to do after high school. What type of careers are you interested in? What do you need more information on? And then where do you find that information? And again, how might your plans change, but at least have a direction that you're headed in. So, true or false, there's no difference between a job and a career. That very much is false. A job gets you some money, and may pay the bills, but a career is something that has a path to, well, we get into all the details of that, but has path towards promotion, for example, increased responsibilities, usually involves additional things such as health care, maybe an 401k, which is, well, it's retirement planning, things like that. There's a lot of things that go into that. And ideally, there's some sort of passion that you have for that particular field that draws you into that career, something you want to do for a lifetime. A job is what you're doing in the summertime, between high school and, maybe during college, if you choose to go to college or something else, before you actually get into whatever career it is you want to do. And I will talk about college, but we'll look at a lot of other options. For example, you guys know that while I do have both a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, and use that for my education as a teacher, use that for that career, there are other options. I did do the military as well, obviously, and that requires a high school diploma minimum for the enlisted side. To be an officer, you do have to have a college degree. But I started out enlisted. Once I got my degree, I did make the jump over to the officer side. But I'm also a farrier, as well as a business owner. To be a business owner, there's no degree or anything required for that. Is just a matter of doing it. But what goes into it, and we'll have that discussion later. I'm also a farrier, a blacksmith, and that one is normally a trade school, and there are often apprenticeships. In my case, I did not do a full-blown apprenticeship, but I have done ride-alongs with other farriers to advance my skill sets, to the point that I'm now doing some side work with veterinarians and things like that. Okay, so again, job and career. We're having you focus on what is a career. That job at McDonald's, initially, in high school or wherever it might be, that is just a job, not necessarily a career. Could it lead towards a career where you get in towards management, or maybe your dream is to be a franchise owner of a business? a restaurant or something like that. That might be an option. So, okay. Here's the lesson plan. Same stuff as always. Learning objectives. Does get a little more specific as far as career pathways and looking at all the different options. You know, post-secondary education. What does that consist of? We'll talk apprenticeships, career. We're going to look at career clusters, cooperative education, things like that. And you'll see those as far as vocabulary. So, first task, pause the video here, is to brainstorm jobs or careers that might interest you. Put something in the center as far as maybe healthcare is what you're interested in, and that might be the center circle. And then what are all the types of things you might want to do within healthcare outside of that? Because like healthcare, for example, is very broad in what you may want to go into. Or maybe it's engineering. There's so many different types of engineering or types of careers that might be associated with engineering that you could draw from that initial circle, there in the center. Maybe it's law. Again, what might spin off from that? Is it being a member of the police? Is it becoming part of the FBI? Is it becoming a lawyer? Is it maybe, and then even then, what type of lawyer would you want to be? Would you want to be a defense lawyer? Maybe, you want to do things behind the scenes. Maybe you want to work for a nonprofit. There's just lots of options for you. Okay, so brainstorm on that. All right, so then let's talk about what is the difference between a job and a career. That, first off, read in your student text, pages 94 to 96. And again, for that, go back to the files. I did update the latest book in there under class materials. Back in December I put it in there. So Unit 2 text, that is the one is associated with Curriculum Manager version 3. What I originally had in there was version 2. So it's updated and aligns with the curriculum that we're using here. So good stuff. It's better material. Okay, so read that. Come back to this. Let's do a bubble map focused on your career I'm letting you pick one. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this animation here. I'm going to let that play once I pull it up.
What is right for you, a job or career? Will you enter the workforce right out of high school, or will you pursue higher education? You should constantly be weighing those options. Good career planning includes 4 tasks: evaluating your attitudes, interests, abilities, and preferences, gathering information on different career options, matching your interests with possible occupations, and taking steps necessary to reach your career and life goals.
All right, so get you thinking about that. All right, then we start getting a couple of questions. It is a sequence of actions and behaviors that are associated with work and relate to your total life experience. It becomes part of your identity and is really an integration of your personality with your work activities. Is that a job, a career, a position, a promotion, and obviously that is a career. Then we have to figure out, once you have an idea of what direction you want to head, what do you not know? What don't you know about occupations that interest you in that career track? That's going to be the exploration that we're going to be doing here. Okay. So what else do you need to determine? So I'm going to have you do exercise 1, and that one is posted in your class folder. And I actually have it pulled up already. There we go. So want you to do this. Fill it out digitally, fill it out, print off, however you choose to do it. Again, this is meant to help you. I'm not going to grade you on this. This is something that is your opportunity to explore what you want to do. You may already think you know it, and maybe things will line up, but let's use this opportunity to either verify that or figure out that maybe there's something else I might want to look at before you head too far down that path. Okay, so 3 interests or hobbies include what? So think about what it is that you like doing. How about 3 skills or personal strengths? Then what is your winning color? You guys remember, was it, were you red, adventure? Were you blue or later? What was your winning color? And what does it say about your career choice? So, look at green or brown. That definitely has some points to certain things. Main accomplishments include what? Whether that's in JROTC or in school or something else. Okay. Potential career paths or occupations that match skills and interests include what? And you have a whole list over here on the side that might give you some ideas. And again, it's not a comprehensive list, it just gets you started. But it may, at least get you thinking about something. Okay. All right. So, hopefully that help you identify what occupations interest you the most. Um, think about why is it important to match careers to skills and interests. Make sure it's something you truly want to do and will enjoy doing, and to some degree you have the skill sets, um, or something you can develop at least, something you can build on. If you're the red adventurer type, you're probably not going to be the person that wants to become, for example, an accountant, where you're sitting at a computer quite often and going through numbers constantly. Maybe math skills aren't your best thing. Um, that's not going to match you well at all. You may want to think about being, be a farmer, a veterinarian, something that gets you outside. Maybe be a sports program manager, something like that. Um, so again, make sure that works out. Okay, there's another handout for you. I'll pull it up again. It's all posted there, but I already pulled these things up for you. So again, once you narrow down what your career field, then let's start looking at what are the options within it. And maybe you weren't aware of some of the other related items. We talk healthcare, health sciences. Um, you don't have to be a doctor. Where does doctor fall here under health sciences? There's all sorts of therapeutic services. Maybe you want go in physical therapy. Um, be a lab technician. Maybe you do the diagnostic services. You're the one that does the various blood tests that you're looking for disease. Um, Speaking of, there's a graduate of Valley High School, went to IUP, did a biology degree, but became a medical support officer. And somewhere in that career path, after his coming to command, he got an opportunity to get a master's degree, and they pushed him within the medical service side towards research and what is it called? Infectious disease research, building on his biology degree. And he's now, as a lieutenant colonel, he is the chief of infectious disease research at Walter Reed Hospital. Top in the country on disease research. So pretty cool. So obviously he's working on the whole COVID thing from the government side, the military side of things. Okay. Um, Hospitality and tourism. Maybe you have a love of languages and you want to, be part of foreign tourism, or for people coming here to the U.S. Maybe it's hospitality. Maybe you want to run a hotel. Different opportunities there. What do you want to go into? Manufacturing, law enforcement. Again, lots of different opportunities. So again, take a look at that whole thing and give you some ideas. We'll take a look at the animation for the next one. And here we go, career clusters.
The National Career Clusters Framework has developed 16 career clusters to to organize and deliver career and technical education programs. Agriculture, food, and natural resources. Architecture and construction. Arts, AV technology, and communications. Business management and administration. Education and training. Finance. Government and public administration. Health sciences. Hospitality and tourism. Human services. Information technology. Law, public safety, corrections, and security. Manufacturing. Marketing. Science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And lastly, transportation, distribution, and logistics. What career pathway interests you?
Okay. Let me jump out of that. So again, lots of opportunities. Again, take a look at that handout there. All right. Where are we at time-wise? All right, we got a little while longer. Okay. Looking at opportunities, military career possibilities. That'd be the next section. That was in the student text. So what pages? I think 97, 98, somewhere in there. And I think that's where we'll leave it off at. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Yeah, I will show you one more thing. Is you maybe can do this before tomorrow. Yeah, we'll talk about apprenticeship programs, military. Where's the practice ASVAB? Okay. Yeah, we'll go back to those. Okay, just take a look at the additional handouts. Next one is job information exploration. There's a site you can go to, Bureau of Labor and Statistics. And where's the other one? Here we go. There's the practice ASVAB. Our sample ASVAB test, Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery. That's what it stands for. It has a whole bunch of different fields, different things like general science. So the question is, an eclipse of the sun throws the shadow of the what on? Okay, so is it the shadow of the moon on the sun, or is it the moon on the earth? Earth on the sun, Earth on the moon. What is it? And this gets to spatial relationships. Sun's here, Earth's here. Where's the moon? So that you have the sun blocked out. Arithmetic reasoning. How many 36 passenger buses will it take to carry 144 people? And if it doesn't come out exactly, do you round up or not? In which case, yeah, you would need another bus if it did not come out evenly. We'll go into that right now. Some vocabulary, basic knowledge anyway. Comprehension, numerical operations. Again, it just shows you all the different things. This one's fun. Coding speed. How quickly do you do this one? Because there's certain parts of ASVAB that are timed. So you have to figure out code, and in this case, highlight the corresponding number of each item. So, yeah, pretty cool. Auto and shop information, it goes, some is you either know it or you don't. So just do the best you can. Mathematics knowledge, mathematics comprehension, electronics information, but a bunch of different things. That all goes, that's what the ASVAB is looking for. Again, looking at broad spectrum of types of knowledge and understanding. So, okay. I think we're going to have to end it there for today. We'll pick up on the rest of this tomorrow. Again, don't forget the vocabulary words. Take a look at some of the other things, and then the presentation is there for you. We'll take a look at that on Friday. All right, in that case, have a great day. If you have any questions, make sure you shoot me a note on Teams, on the chat function, and I'll answer you as quickly as I can.